Addiction treatment in Florida. This is probably the most targeted industry in the state right now, maybe right behind compound pharmacies, in terms of the aggressiveness of law enforcement, the media, and payers. Essentially, the presumption is addiction treatment providers in Florida are doing things that are fraudulent and for which there's no medical necessity. They're just trying to get money. That's the presumption of the media, law enforcement, and payers in Florida. It is the area, it's probably the highest risk healthcare service in Florida at this time. And it underscores the need for these providers to get proper advice from people that not only know the law, but know the landscape. Knowing the laws is one thing, knowing the landscape is something completely different. You can do something that's completely lawful in Florida in this treatment space, and yet it doesn't work, and yet it's under attack. It's very confusing to people, and that's why people need to go to somebody and get a team together that really knows how to navigate those issues. I'm passionate about it because one of the things that we see is that people who've gone to unqualified people, real estate lawyers, friends, buddies, that give them advice on things like proper relationships with sober homes, how to do labs, proper relationship with labs, marketing agreements, and they come in and they're completely ill-advised and they're set up for failure and they don't know it. They don't understand about corporate structure. They don't understand about how payers, regulators, and the media looks at each one of these things, and they're not prepared to deal with it. They're not prepared for the consequences, and they go in and it's a treacherous sort of situation, and it's something that they should be properly advised. They should know all the laws, they should know the options, they should know the risks of each option, and they should be able to analyze their risk tolerance, how the market's going to look at them, how the media is going to look at them, how regulators are going to look at them, and every feature of compliance. I'm not just talking about safe harbor compliance. I'm talking about proper policies, procedures. I'm talking about regulatory defense insurance. I'm talking about a war chest that's necessary to counteract the forces for providers that are doing things right and ethically. The providers in Florida that are most committed to doing the right thing for these patients have the same kind of forces to deal with, the same kind of adverse impact to face as people that are not doing the right thing. So don't go into this space unless you know what the laws are, what the options are, what the risks of each option are, and how to correctly and effectively counteract these things when you start your practice.